And that's what's up in today's video. Join us as we continue with our celebration of the hip-hop culture with PopMaster Fabel, fashion curator and scholar artist in residence of the Revolution of Hip-Hop experience in the Bronx, New York. With no further ado, let's jump right in. Hey, it's your girl Pauline with Creative Artists Magazine, and we are here today with the legend, PopMaster Fabel. Hi, PopMaster Fabel, what's going on?
Peace, peace, peace. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me, Pauline.
So tell me, what's the happenings these days? Give my viewers a little bit of history on PopMaster Fabel.
All right, so I was born and raised in Spanish Harlem. I'm a New Yorican. Both of my parents are from Puerto Rico, Caribbean. And I got into hip-hop at a very early age in my neighborhood. There was always a cultural vibrancy in the streets, from dancing to singing, people playing the congas, you name it. Like, there was a lot of activity. And there was a gang on my block called the Savage Samurais, and they were a notorious gang from 73 to 79. They became the biggest gang in Spanish Harlem. And they were villains, but they took care of us, the kids, and they were great up rockers. They used to do a dance called rock dancing or outlaw rock, in their case, and they were aerosol artists. So that was my first, exposure, was right on my block. That's Savage Samurais were founded on 123rd Street between Lexington and Park Avenue. So let's fast forward, a few years. I started seeing them do their thing ever since I was 7 or 8, 9, 10. When I became like 11 or 12, then I started tagging my name and what have you. And then then when I wound up in high school at the age of 14, I went to the High School of Art and Design, which was like hip hop high. Doze went there, Jeffrey Green, another member of Rocksteady Crew. Mr. Wiggles, my first tagging and dance partner, went to that school. Lady Pink, Sandra, Lady Pink went to that school. Eventually, Pharoah Monch. I think my last year was Pharoah Monch's first year. So there's like mad history in art and design. and so that helped me get even deeper into the culture with the tagging, and then I started popping. So prior to that, I was doing a little bit of what the Savage Samurais did, and then eventually Wiggles and I formed a crew called the Electric Company. Then the Electric Company became part of Rocksteady Crew, and the rest is history. And then I was also a member of the Magnificent Force, and then in the last 10 years, I became a member of the Electric Boogaloos, which is they're from the West Coast, and they are the creators of popping and electric boogaloo style of dance.
Wow. And you've also been in a lot of movies. You're really humbled here, but I mean, you're pretty prominent in a couple of movies that I know of that I truly enjoy. Why don't you tell the viewers? So
the main film I was in really was Beat Street. Beat Street. I was a featured dancer. I'm in the Christmas wrap portion where the treacherous three have their heads out the wall, and I'm wearing like a red band jacket. Well, the whole crew, the Magnificent Force, we're wearing these red band jackets, and I'm in the front doing these tuts, singing jingle, jangle, jingle for the poor. So that was probably the film that I was most noticed in. I was in Wild Style, but kind of in the background. But I have been in quite a few music videos.
Wow! And now you're actually that's a picture of you right there, correct?
Yeah, that's me back in 1980. I was 15 years young there.
You haven't changed a bit.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You're too kind.
I need those pants
though. These are the first pants that I painted.
You painted these?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
That's all acrylic paint. Excuse me, and I still do work like this.
Wow, that is absolutely. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at that. Those pants, I want a pair.
Well, you got my card. You know how to reach me. Yeah. And so there's so much, I don't even know, So we started touring the world. I started touring the world at a very young age. 17, 18 years old. We were already all over the place. When the movie Beat Street came out, that really helped us. Helped catapult like our careers. And then I'm also the co-author of the first hip-hop off-Broadway musical called Jam on the Groove, which opened in 1994 at the Minetta Lane Theater, an official off-Broadway house. And then we toured that. Calvin Klein came in, and we had a short run at the theater because that year New York got clobbered by like 28 snowstorms. People just weren't coming out. But Calvin Klein came through and saved the day. Calvin Klein jeans, that department. So we went everywhere, Brazil and Japan, and of course Europe and Palestine, in fact. We were everywhere. And the States. We toured all over the States. And then, even prior to that, I was already traveling around, teaching workshops, judging contests, performing on my own, and what have you. And then I started teaching after-school programs in community-based organizations, teaching the youth of popping, locking, rocking. And then in 1999 or 2000, I was hired as an adjunct professor at NYU.
Wow.
So I've been there all these years, teaching in the dance and theater department. But it's really called the Experimental Theater Wing, ETW. And it's part of the Tisch School of the Arts.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but can you show me, can you still bust a move?
What?
Let's see.
We need music, but music is in my head, right?
All right.
Creative Artist Magazine. Follow your dreams, official. Creative Artist Magazine. Colleen, what's up? Yeah, Creative Magazine.
Oh, fire. Yes, you still got it. You still got it like that guy over there. Shoot, that was fire. Oh my God, thank you so much for sharing your story, your wonderful story with me in Creative Artist Magazine.
Thank you, and I am the fashion curator at the Revolution of Hip Hop, which is brought to you by the Universal Hip Hop Museum, which is being built as we speak. This is our pop-up space, and I'm also the artist and scholar in residence here. So we're sitting at the actual exhibit right now.
Right, this is hot fire, people. Oh my gosh, wait till they let you know when it's gonna pop off. This is an absolute amazing endeavor, and I'm so proud to be here to see this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing, and I wish you nothing but the very, very best.
Respect.
And I'm sure that you will have the best.
Yes.